Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, man. Today we're going to talk about a really special lure, one that man, is very, very versatile. We're going to try to show you a few different ways to fish it. We're up here up north on some of these great lakes in Minnesota. I've never been to this lake before. It's my first time ever. Kind of excited to see what it's going to hold. So you guys stay tuned. Here we go.
Top of the mountain.
Got one. Oh, you let go. Oh gosh, he ate it. He ate it, he ate it. Man, I love fishing. There is just nothing better than catching a bass in clear water. Look how clear that water is. Yeah, he's got that thing choked. All right, not a giant, but a way to get the day started. Sweet, all right. Well, I had a bite, and he missed it, and I popped it again, and he got it. It's just a great thing about this bait is, you know, it's something that a jig tries to imitate a bunch, and you know, and that's a bluegill. And this bait right here imitates a bluegill really, really well, and I'm able to pop it up out of that grass. We're just fishing the outside grass line and super weedless and having fun. Hadn't been here but a minute, and the fish are biting. What's unique about this bait is, you know, a lot of people look at it and they think, man, that's a swim bait, that's a swim bait, but it's not. It's belly weighted, and you know, like right here today, I am fishing it just like I would, say, a 1/2 ounce jig, you know, on this outside grass edge. I'm letting it get down in that grass, and I'm just popping it out, and then letting it fall back down. It's just got a really good profile and action, you know, that those fish are accustomed to feeding on bluegill. This thing looks like a bluegill trying to pop up out of that grass, like something, you know, was spooking it out of that grass or after it. And then that thing goes to falling back down, and that's when they bite it. How I'm working this bait is I'm just letting it go to the bottom, and then I pick it up and let it fall back on slack line. That's really important, to let it fall on slack line. I get a little grass on it. I'll pop it 2 or 3 times, you know, trying to get that grass to clean off of it. And I'm just constantly up and down. And then when I get caught in that grass, it kind of sits there and, you know, shake it a minute and then pop it out. Every bite so far has been as that bait's been falling back down. Every one of them has been out of sight when you go to look at that. You know they like the bait when they're hooked like that right there. Line size is a really important, you know, factor, especially when you're fishing it out here deep like I am today. You know, I've got this on 14-pound test. I would not be scared at all to go to 12-pound test, but you know, like I did a really good episode fishing this, you know, down south on a lake in Texas, caught some really big ones, you know, back when it was cold, and I was throwing it on 20-pound test, but I was throwing a big 1 ounce version. You know, here today, I'm just throwing a 1/2 ounce version because they're eating it on the fall. You know, if I had too heavy of a like if I went to 3/4 or 1 ounce, I feel like it would get too buried in that grass, and I don't want it to get too buried in that grass. You know, by that 1/2 ounce, I'm able to get it up out of that grass and then let it fall back in. And that 14-pound test is a critical component to that, to how it falls. You know, if I had 20-pound test, one, the water's really clear, I have no wind today, it just wouldn't fall like it should and get back down to the bottom like I want it to. Yes, sirree. Can't even see that bait. Check that out. Holy smokes. Look at that. Thing skips like a dream. I feel like I'm Andy Montgomery out here skipping. Been out there fishing deeper all morning. He engulfed it. Look at that. Yes, sirree. All right, buddy. Thank you. Yes, sirree. What a fish. I love it. I wonder if there's another one up there. Golly, that was fun. Oh, and I've got light line on here I was out there fishing deep, and we go to doing this. We're gonna have to get a little stouter line on here. A little stouter line. That's what I always do wrong. Like I always fish outside of, and this water is crystal clear. So I started out there fairly deep, and I just kept working deeper and deeper and deeper. You know, we've only been here an hour, but I get up here, first dock we fish, and we catch a good one. Sweet. Just a hard fighting fish. Man, that water is so clear. You got water this clear, I sure like to put as much as I can in my favor, you know, and just a really realistic bait like that bait right there, you know, can catch you some more fish. Man, they're pretty. Thanks, buddy. And that fish was just like a lot of the others, you know. I'm letting it go to the bottom, I pick it up, and then I let it fall on slack line. A lot of people think when a bait's falling on slack line that you don't have any sensitivity or you don't feel. That's the thing about fluorocarbon. It'll transmit that feel, just like a telephone line, you know, transmits, I guess, your phone call. You know, you'll be able to feel that bait on that slack line. It's just like a tick. I don't know how to describe it, but you can feel it, that's for sure. All right, guys, so that's a few ways that you can catch them on this hybrid jigs, what I call it, the Berkley Agent E. For my Power Stop breakdown, you know, I caught the majority of those fish right here on a 7.3 heavy action rod. That's a Carbon Light 2.0, 14-pound fluorocarbon, a high-speed reel to be able to take that slack up. I like that half-ounce version the best when I'm fishing offshore grass, you know, like I don't want it to get too deep. Now, if I'm fishing offshore rock, that's when I go with that 3/4 ounce or that half ounce or the 1 ounce, you know, those two bigger baits, you know, if it's just rock. But when you got grass in the mix, I drop it down to that half ounce just so it don't get down in that stuff. Now, over there for those docks, some of that stuff, I was using a little bit shorter rod. Same setup, half-ounce bait, 17-pound test, and a 7.1 heavy action rod. So that was my Power Stop breakdown. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. I just want to teach you a little bit about this brand new bait. I think it's super versatile, one that I like to have in my arsenal. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Tune in next week. We'll do it all over again.